What is up, everybody? It's Copes here, and today I am back with my 15 favorite combos with the Mutiny Backbling. If you guys don't know what it's based on, this is the ship's wheel as your backbling, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. One thing I do want to say, I do believe this backbling is universal, and what I mean by that, it works with every skin. So these are my 15 favorites. I would say you could use it with any skin and it would still look good. I did add some different combos on this list, or skins on this list, that I felt worked with the theme of a ship's wheel on your back, so just keep that in mind, guys. At my number 15 spot, I had to give it to the Red Knight. I think this wheel really looks good on almost any knight skin in this game, whether it be the Black Knight, the Royale Knight, the Blue Squire, or the Red Knight. I really think it looks really great on all these skins. The Red Knight, it's not my favorite out of the knights. There is one higher up, but I do think it looks good, and I think the brown color scheme really meshes up well with the black and red in this instance. Moving on to my number 14 spot, I had to give it to the Sunflower. I do think it looks really great with the Sunflower, and she needs a little bit more of that brown color on her, and I think it looks really good. It meshes up really well. The next three skins I'm going over fit the theme of this backbling, I would say. At my number 13 spot, I gave it to the Leviathan, and I really feel like this guy doesn't have too many great combinations, but when I find one, I definitely want to keep it in mind because I love this skin. I just don't think he looks that great with too many backblings out there, so if there's one that I know is great, I definitely want to keep it in mind so I can use it next time, and I feel like this deserves the spot. I mean, Leviathan, it's a sea creature, so I feel like it fits the theme of this backbling. Moving on to my number 12 spot, I gave it to the Wreck Raider. You could have given it to the Reef Ranger, but for me, for my money, I like the Wreck Raider a lot more. Again, another one that fits the theme of this backbling. He's a scuba diver, obviously in the water. Ships, I think they go in water for the most part. I don't know exactly. Someone in the comments tell me because I honestly do not know. But this is a pretty good combo, I would say. It's not my favorite out of the bunch though. Moving on to my number 11 spot, I had to give it to the Chomp Senior. And I love when any cosmetic is made with another cosmetic in mind. I feel like this backbling was made with aquatic themed skins in mind. And it really shows. It works out with these skins and it works out perfectly. I love this combination. Chomp Senior really doesn't have too many great ones, but this one is definitely one of his best, if not his best, I would say. Moving on to my number 10 spot for a try-hard combo, if you guys want to rock it, the Ginger Gunner and the Mutiny. I think this is a perfect try-hard combo. A very simple backbling, I would say, but still, it looks so good on this skin. I just am in love with this backbling. I think we've gotten quite a few good ones this season so far. Moving on to my number 9 spot, I had to give it to the Maximilian. And when I see this combo, it really paints a story in my mind. I see an old-time farmer who, you know, has a lot of spare time, so he ended up getting his pilot's license. But he has this very old-timely plane, and this is his wheel. This is his steering wheel. The jankiest piece of trash you've ever seen, but, you know, he's still in love with it. He loves his plane. He loves that he has his pilot's license, and he's able to fly. And that's the story that I see with this skin. I think it fits in perfectly with his brown color scheme as well. I absolutely love it. Moving on to my number 8 spot, I had to give it to the Plague. Without the backbling on this Plague, without this backbling in particular, you really don't notice all the details on the skin, or at least I don't. I just see it as sort of this like greenish skin. I mean, it's definitely dope, but I feel like with this backbling on, you really can see the other sort of details on this skin that you wouldn't have noticed before. I don't know if that makes any sense, but regardless, it's a great combo. Moving on to my number 7 spot, I gave it to the Mayhem, and she has brown from head to toe, except for the middle part of that body where that backbling is. We throw on this backbling, it ties the skin in perfectly together with all the different brown color. I really do think this one is a must use if you do have it. At my number 6 spot, I had to give it to the Earhart, and I really don't know why I like the pilot skin so much with this backbling. Maybe it's the same reasoning as the Maximilian. But regardless, guys, tell me if you like this combo. I could understand if you really just hated it. Moving on to my number 5 spot, I had to give it to the Royale Knight. And I feel like the Royale Knight is based a long time ago in medieval times. So this is the wheel, this is the ship wheel I would expect this knight to be driving with, to be steering with, to be whipping with, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But in all honesty, guys, this one is definitely dope. There's not too much of an explanation I need to give. I love it. Moving on to my number 4 spot, I had to give it to the Magnus. And the more and more I look at these skins, they're either aquatic themed or they look like old timely humans. You know, the Magnus, he's based on a Viking skin, the Royal Knight, based on a knight from a long time ago. The pilot skins, they kind of look like old pilot skins, not fresh new pilots. So I don't know, those are the two themes that I've been noticing so far for my picks. But this one, I mean, look at the color scheme. This just fits in perfectly. You really don't even notice it's there. It doesn't even look like a back bling. It just looks like it's part of the skin. And I really like those combos that the back bling just fits in so perfectly. It seems like it's just with the skin. You're not even wearing a back bling. Moving on to my number 3 spot, I had to give it to the Deadfire. And again, this guy is from an old Western movie. That's where he's based off of. Come on, guys. I know he's based on McCree, or at least that's what I think. But still, he's from an old Western. Again, it fits the theme that I've been talking about. And I didn't even notice that when I was making these picks, but now I do. But this one just fits the color scheme, sort of like Magnus. You really don't even notice it's there. It seems like it's part of the skin. Moving on to my number 2 spot, I had to give it to the Fable. This is one of my favorite combos that I'm going to start using from now on. I would probably put this in my top, 50 combos of all time, or at least of recent time, I would say. Because, there's so many combos out there that I love. I couldn't really decide what my 10 favorite top 50 are. I have no idea, but this one definitely up there. I do love it. Moving on to my number 1 spot, guys, there aren't too many perfect combos in this game, and even if I do make a list of my favorite combos, I still wouldn't say they're perfect. But this one is perfect. The Deep Space Dominator with the Mutiny Backbling is a perfect combination. It fits the theme, it fits the color scheme, it fits the design, everything works out. This is a 10 out of 10 combo that you need to try if you're not brain dead. But if you are, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, guys. Tell me your favorite combo. Do you have this skin yet, or do you have this backbling yet, or are you never gonna get it? It will take a long grind, but I do think it's worth it. I think both the backblings I've went over recently, the high caliber, definitely worth it, and the mutiny is definitely worth it as well. I wanted to showcase this backbling on a few more skins, guys, as many as I can in like 3 minutes, I'll say. But I did want to say, this one doesn't necessarily look better on brown skins, on white skins, on colorful skins, on black skins. I think it just works with everything. These 15 choices I did make, they are my 15 favorites. I would say there are a few that I would say are maybe 16, 17 spot. I guess I'll scroll down really quickly and show you probably my 16 spot that I absolutely love. The fish stick I think looks amazing. I think he looks better with his edit style. Honestly, I think it still looks pretty good without his edit style, but for me, for my money, I'd go with the edit style with the fish stick if you do have it. But let's scroll through some more random skins just so you guys can get an idea of, hey, is this skin worth it? Is this backbling worth it? Should I get it? Do I have enough skins that work with it? Regardless though, sometimes we get universal backblings that look good, sometimes they look bad. But this one works with every skin, and I think it works very well with every skin. In the comment section though, guys, tell me your favorite combo with this one if I do end up scrolling through enough where you guys can make that final decision. But I do like showing them off. I'll show off some different uncommon skins just so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like on uncommon skins. I would say it doesn't really matter if it's a complex skin or if it's a very simple uncommon skin, it's still gonna look great. Let's go over some epic skins and then I will end this video, guys. But thank you so much for watching. I did end up grinding so much for this back bling and for all the different skin unlocks, but I will be doing it in season 9 as well. So I hope you guys did enjoy if you were able to stop by. Make sure to tell me in the comment section because I will remember you. Say, hey, yeah, I was at those streams. You remember me? But regardless, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll be honest though, this one is definitely better than the high caliber. I love the high caliber, but if I had to pick one, I would pick the mutiny any day of the week. It, for me, is just better. It works with more skins. I think it's more creative. I love it, guys. I really do. I think it's one of a kind as well. And by the way, guys, if anyone's a higher level and they can prove that they're a higher level than me, I will donate you $100 to your PayPal. It's not happening, guys. Let's be honest.